$1 million tournament. Is this dope for the culture or is it a scam? Let's talk about it.
Another one.
Battle Booth is hot for gang on the low. He hot for gang on the low. I'm Battle Booth gang, so y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
The Battle Booth. If you look him up, y'all go subscribe to his channel.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Joe coming at you live and direct from the Battle Cool Uncompromised Media Gang. So not for sale. You heard? Salute to Norbs and everybody that's a part of the movement. Hey, I want to talk about this real quick. I think everybody's getting carried away with this $1 million tournament. I think everybody's getting carried away with the fact that $1 million is involved in something that has to do with the culture. I think a lot of people are getting carried away with the fact that $1 million sounds like it's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And it is. But at what cost? Right? $1 million sounds like a lot of money. And it is. But at what cost? Right? Everything is a gift and a curse. Everything. When you hear $1 million tournament, oh, that's dope. But there's also a bad side to it. You know what I'm saying? There's negatives and positives to absolutely everything. You can't have the yin without the yang. You can't have the night without the light. You can't have certain things without the other. So when it comes to this tournament, I'm listening and I'm peeping everybody talking about how dope this is for the culture, right? How dope it is to have something like this of this magnitude, right? For the culture. I agree. I don't 100% agree, but I do agree that from where we were and from where we've come, right, to just damn near starting URL around 2010 to now to where we have Drake, one of the biggest artists in music, period, on stage with Smack, holding a potential $1 million tournament. That's a big change. And that's dope. That shows progression. That shows that battle rap is on a trajectory to becoming very successful. It shows those things. It shows that if we remain consistent and keep doing, and battle rap and you all keep doing what they're doing, they're going to blow up and become a huge corporation. Maybe even have a whole battle rap monopoly here in the U.S. since they're, you know what I'm saying, the big dogs in this field. Let me tell y'all why I am not just looking at the $1 million tournament as a positive thing. I do see the positive in it. I see the cup half full in it. I do. Trust me. Trust me. But I also see where the cup is half empty with this situation. And I think it's important for people to think about this as well. Right? Briz Rothstein started touching on this topic a couple of days ago on Twitter. Pretty much saying that it's always some slave vibes with these people. It's always some slave vibes with these people. He was saying that, talking about the $1 million tournament and how we shouldn't be having these battlers do gladiator games. Salute to one of the people in my comments who brought up that terminology to describe what this $1 million tournament would be like. It would be like the gladiator games, where people are going to be killing each other. They're going to want to kill each other. There's going to be issues. There's going to be drama. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff, right? Briz's point, right, when he dropped a tweet on this whole, there's always some slave vibes with these people, was why have these super top tier battle rappers fight each other for a piece of the pie, right? As opposed to the URL and Caffeine simply holding an event and paying the battlers fairly, simply paying the battlers fairly, as opposed to getting all these battlers against each other, where only one battler has an opportunity to win just under $500,000, because they're not going to get a full $1 million, obviously. Taxes and fees and all these things are going to come out. So the point is, what Briz is trying to get at is they want to get the most they can out of this, right? Caffeine, URL, they want to get the most they can out of this. So think about this, right? If there's 8 or 10 top tiers in this tournament, right? Because it's for $1 million. They're selling you on the idea that it's $1 million. This is why everybody's like, because you have an opportunity to win $1 million, right? Let's say 10 top tiers are a part of this tournament. How many battles do we get out of that? How many battles, right? How many battles do we get out of a tournament with 10 top tiers in it? Right? On top of that, right? That's a lot of content that Caffeine, URL, people get out of this, right? It's a lot of content. Then think about how much are each one of these battlers worth if you were to pay each battler fairly to battle, right? How much would they be worth? Then you start to see, wait a second. You start to see, right? Or at least me, I start to see like, wait a second. Okay, I see what's going on here. Like I see the negative of this. There's going to be a lot of content that they get, you know what I'm saying, out of this. They're not going to have to pay what they probably would, right, if they had to do these battles individually for the same amount of content. Because how many battles do you get out of 10 battlers? Okay, you get boom, you get 5 out of that, and then you get like 8, you get around 8 battles, or 8, 9 battles, or something like that. I don't know, something like that, right? I don't know. But the point is, right, is if these are top tier battle rappers, right? Which means that they're worth something. These are the battlers, these are the people that sell the most tickets, you know what I'm saying? That get the most views, you know what I'm saying? That they book because they're superstars on URL. If you were to pay these battlers for each individual battler fairly, it would be over $1 million that you would be spending. It would be over $1 million that you would be spending if you were paying battlers fairly. But this is the idea. It's to get us away from that. Like, no. Let's not think about paying battlers fairly. Let's make it so that only one person can win a certain amount of money in this tournament. Now, on top of that, right, and in addition to this, every superstar on this tournament is liable to take an L. Every battler that battles on this tournament is liable to take an L. What does that do, right? So at the same time where URL gets the most content that they can out of this investment, right? We are also in a situation where people's battle rap records and their resumes can be hurt. Like they can take L's. Like at the same time, right? You can devalue yourself by being in this tournament. So if you lose to everybody that you face, you devalue yourself. You took an L to everybody that you faced in the tournament. If you don't win in the tournament, you gave it all you got, right? Because it's for $1 million, but you still didn't win in the end. So you still take an L and you still hurt your. This is like, I almost feel like Briz is absolutely 100% right when he says what he's saying. It's always some kind of slave vibes with people, bro. With these business people, it's always some kind of. They always want to get the most for the least, right? They want to get the most out of these super top tier battle rappers for the least amount. So again, think about it, bro. It's like what? How many top tier battle rappers are a part of the tournament? If you were to add up, if you were to pay these battlers fairly, right? And what they're worth and what they want to bring. If you were to, for example, Briz is saying 6 figures. Let's just say, imagine you're paying top tier. This is not just regular battle rappers. We got the super top tier battlers on this tournament. Sue Surf, Geechee Gotti, Jazz the Rap. This is what I'm talking about. So this is why I'm saying if you pay these battlers fairly, right? If you're actually paying the battler fairly, you would be spending more than what they're investing to do this tournament. Which is why it's like, it's genius for the business end, because it's like, it makes it seem as if though you could become rich. You can be a battle rapper that can become rich, right? But that's not really the case though. That's not really the case though, because the risk is way bigger than the reward in this situation. You only have a small chance. Each of these battle rappers have a very small chance at winning the money. The politics, the rules to this battle rap ish are already weird and funny. So we already know that things are not going to go kosher, copacetic when it comes to the tournament. The votes, when it comes to this, when it comes to judging, things are going to be all over the place. And it's going to be a bunch of drama. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't see, I mean, yo, bro, I get what Briz is saying, bruh. Like, instead of just simply paying battlers fairly, right, and just divvying and paying to put together an event where people are gonna, no, they want to pit everybody up against each other, right, for a chance at winning something, for just a small chance at winning something. But at the same time, you're risking your legacy. You're risking your win and loss record. You're risking your career, right? You're risking where you are on a pedestal at the same time. So I feel like it's like a win for the business end, because they're able to convince and persuade the battle rapper that this is a big, huge deal. That this is a big, huge deal. And it is, and it could be, but you got to think about the fact that battle rap is almost set up like the WWE nowadays, bro. The winner has already been predetermined, bro. Like, let's say Geechee and Sue Surf enter this tournament. Bruh, the chances that a Geechee and Sue Surf win are stupid crazy high. This is what I'm saying. This is why it's like, bro, the risk is way bigger than the reward, because it's like the winner is kind of like already set. The winner's already been set and chosen because of how narratives work in this culture, how popularity works in this culture, how these things work already. A winner's already been predetermined. So how is it going to be for somebody to go up in there that's not Sue Surf and Geechee? You think they're going to be able to beat a Sue Surf? You think the first person that faces Sue Surf in this tournament is going to beat Sue Surf? Same thing with Geechee. Bruh, this whole $1 million tournament, man, is about to get it's about to get scary. I feel like there's going to be a lot of feelings and a lot of controversy involved when it comes to this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with Briz. I'm with Briz on that, bro. It's like, forget that. You know what I'm saying? Forget that. Simply divvy out and pay motherfuckers equally. Pay motherfuckers fairly. Just pay the battler. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that the battlers would rather, right? Would rather be paid, right? Be paid a really good amount, as opposed to go in for a chance, a small chance at winning $500,000. Again, I'm saying $500,000 because taxes and ish like that. So I'm sure that if you were like, we're just gonna pay, you know, the battler, you know, this much, you know, to be a part of this event, as opposed to, oh, you're gonna be in the running too. You got to do a tournament. You got to do a tournament. You got to beat all these people in order for you to even get the small chance of winning this. I'm sure battlers would pick the guaranteed money, like the for sure money. Like, no, just pay me to battle, and that's it. But nah, the business always has a very slick way of doing things, bro. And for this, they're gonna get the most. They're gonna get the most out of these battle rappers. They're gonna get the most content. They're gonna get the top battle rappers. They're gonna get a lot to make money from on the back end. URL and Caffeine are gonna get a lot from this tournament to make money from on the back end, because these are top tier guys. These are top tiers, bro. The way it's gonna be promoted is gonna be crazy. There's gonna be celebrities involved and things like that. Celebrities are gonna be putting money behind these. There's gonna be a lot behind this, bro. And that's what Briz is getting at, bro. And that's what I'm starting to understand and see about the tournament, too. If you take it for face value, you're just thinking, oh, just $1 million tournament, oh. But I'm thinking beyond that. I'm thinking, yo, I see what Briz is talking about, bro. Where he says there's always some slave vibes with these people, bro. It's always they always want you to do way more work for whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? They always just want you to do more and do more and do more. As opposed to just simply yo, I need to know what y'all thinking, man. I need to know what y'all think, man. Again, I think it's dope, but I think it's also not dope. You know what I'm saying? The cup is half full and half empty for everything. For everything. I can find the good and the bad in everything. You know what I mean? And that's just part of the bad when it comes to that tournament, bro. It's going to be like the gladiator games. Just like my boy said in the comments, yo. I forgot the name of that person, that comment. But, yo, like the gladiator games, this type of thing that they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really think about that. Look it up. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Joe coming at you live and direct from the Battlerap. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. You heard?